In my opinion, missing even one of these 10 concealed carry commandments is a mortal sin. And in a real attack, I do mean mortal. So check these out. Hey, what's up, Warriors? Jeff Anderson from warriorlife.com here. So some people treat carrying a concealed weapon like it's a magic talisman against a real attack, and it somehow magically boosts your testosterone like 393%. Your gun is only as good as what you do to support its potential when it is go time. And for me, these 10 tactics could be absolutely critical to your survival. Check these out. Our commandment number 1 is to carry everywhere, even at home. Concealed carry is a lifestyle choice. I know a lot of people come home from work or wherever and they just put their gun in the bedside drawer or in the safe somewhere. But in a home invasion, the best place for you to have your weapon is going to be on your body. So make sure that you're following the lifestyle and carrying even at home. Our commandment number 2 is don't print. In other words, don't show your handgun when it is concealed. Now this seems like common sense, but look, we're in a culture war in the United States between the paranoid gun haters out there and responsibly armed citizens. And I've seen guys reach up for the top shelf of a grocery store and reveal their firearm. You have to understand that people are going to be looking out there. If they see a gun, they might mistake you for somebody that is going to shoot other people. In fact, it just happened in Florida a few years back when a 43-year-old man spotted an older gentleman in the Walmart parking lot with a gun under his coat, and being the good Samaritan he is, tackled him in the Walmart. Now, it turned out the guy was carrying a concealed handgun legally, but somebody can get shot in one of those instances, and it could be you. Our commandment number 3 is to have a tactical flashlight as part of your everyday carry, separate from your handgun. Now we know that most attacks do happen in low light because that's when bad guys can sneak up and ambush you. While flashlights can help you deter, detect, and legally identify your target. They can also help you defend yourself and can be used for both striking and blinding and distracting your attacker as well. Commandment number 4 is know a few hand-to-hand combat moves. Now I know a lot of gun owners out there think that that's why I have a gun. Why do I need to use my fisticuffs? Well, most attacks are going to happen within that 9-foot range as either ambushes or escalations of arguments. And you may have to fight just to be able to get to your gun to be able to use it for self-defense. Our commandment number 5 is to train to shoot with both eyes open. Now I know there's a lot of debate around this topic, but I can tell you that we have tested this in force-on-force tactics, and we find that in those short ranges, your brain wants to keep both your eyes open to be able to take in enough data so that it knows what to do. You're going to do this anyway. It's going to be natural instinctive habit. You're not going to be able to overrule this, and so if your both eyes are going to be open in a real attack in close range, then it only makes sense to train that way as well. Commandment 6 is to change out your front sight with a high visibility tritium version night sight. Now I use one from Ameriglow. It's got like an orange ring around the tritium night sight in the middle, and you do need to be able to see your front sight in low light. But as an open eye shooter, my focus is going to be on my attacker in close quarters range, not on my sights. With a good front sight and a tiny degree of practice, it means that you can actually see both your attacker and your front sight even with both eyes open. Commandment 7 is to keep a round in the chamber. Another hotly debated topic out there, but we know that attacks do happen in that bad breath zone. So really, don't think that you're going to be able to have time to be able to draw your weapon and rack your slide at that distance to be able to engage your attacker. Keep a round in the chamber safely, and you're always ready to go. Commandment 8 is to load expanding ammunition in your handgun. And we know it's probably going to take more than one round to stop an attacker who's really intent on doing you harm. Our goal is to do as much damage as possible with however many rounds we have at our disposal, as few rounds as possible. And expanding ammunition is going to give you the ability to do that. Also, you're legally responsible for every single round that you fire. And a full metal jacket bullet is going to likely pass through an attacker and strike an innocent. Not something you want to see. Which brings me to commandment number 9, which is know your legal responsibilities. Now, one concealed carry licensing class I went to spent 2 hours on my Second Amendment rights, but less than 20 minutes on my legal requirements for drawing and shooting my weapon. Now, we have a quiz on our site that shows 3 common attack scenarios, and almost 80% of the gun owners who take that quiz make choices that would put them in either prison or in the morgue. Now, the gunfight is only the first battle that you may have to deal with. The next one could either be in a surgery room or in a courtroom. Commandment 10 is to practice dry fire at home. Now, most shooters don't, But this is actually more realistic than the live fire range if you do it right. And in my opinion, it's a lot more fun too. You can set up your own what I call a tactical fun house in a space as small as a closet if you want. And I have some videos on how you can get the most out of your dry fire training that you can check out here on our channel as well. And if you're enjoying these videos, don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell so you get notified when new ones come out each week. And until our next video, this is Jeff Anderson saying prepare, train, and survive.